Hi guys, today we're doing kind of a strange project, but we're doing a fireplace wall with stone. We started by taking the stone out of the boxes, put it on the floor. Actually, we just put some carpet and drip cloth so we don't scratch the floor. The reason we did it this way, so we can actually see how it looks like, and I don't want to like end up doing like one box and to be just one dark blob here or one light blob here, and maybe sometimes like you see pattern of going down this way. We don't like this. It's not gonna look good, so that's why we put it down on the floor. See it? It's everything is good. It looks good to me at least. And we started by taking the mantle out. And we're not gonna go all the way. We're gonna go just here to about 10 inches from the window. The other way is the same way. We're gonna keep the granite around the fireplace. We missing one piece of granite here, but it's just bad silicone. We're just gonna replace the silicone and put it back. And we will go with you guys to watch step by step. All right guys, I know it's taken a long time, but we're doing some kind of side projects. We installed that ceiling fan, it was fun and it looks nice, but we ended up getting all the granite from around the fireplace. We're gonna keep the bottom piece. We started by put 2x4 to the level. We're gonna put the stones up, and we gonna go from this line and up. You know, we measured it both sides, and we start cutting our stones, and we're gonna start stacking them. We're gonna start from the top of that because I want to make sure that the first two lines, they're sticking, they're dried, because they're gonna lift all the weight of the stone on top of them. So I want that line and that row and that row completely dry, completely hanging to the wall, so it can actually catch and hold the weight in the top of them. Then at the bottom here, it's gonna actually add more support, because when we go up and have to remove that 2x4, it's gonna hold more weight, but it's gonna be only from the two sides. And from here up, that middle part, that's the weak spot. And as much as I go up, if I feel that I want to add some support, I already marked my the studs. I might add some support, which is gonna be like a screw, like going long screw. I think I will go with the 3-inch screw. Put it like 2 inches in, leave 1 inch out. Break the head, and the same way, just to hold some weight. It's just a lot of stone and it's a lot of weight, and we're gonna keep going. All right guys, we ended up by supporting that beam just for to hold up our first couple rows. We glued them in. We used the power grab. Let me show you the power grab. Yes, I know it's kind of expensive, but it's so tough. I know thin set will work, but honestly, I don't like to work with thin set. It's a messy mixing. Anyways, we did the first couple rows. Yes, you can see some shims here, because we tried to level the first couple rows as much as we can, because that's the base for the rest of that height. All right, and we'll keep going. All right guys, that's how far we went. This piece of wood, we put it to the length of where we're gonna have the stone covering the edge of the fireplace, and we fix it in 2 studs, because that's a lot of heavy weight. So for the base, which is, I would say, like the first couple, like 2, 3, or 4 rows, this wood is actually carrying a lot of weight. And as you can see here, as we go, we try to put some shims so we can actually level it. So everything is gonna look straight and leveled. Even sometimes you have to actually sacrifice some spaces like this, but it's not gonna look bad. As long as all the stone is leveled, that's what you're gonna look at. You're gonna look at the big picture, not every single piece. And you never level one piece of stone by itself. You always level a whole row. So what I do, which I'm gonna show you, after I put like the whole row, I get my level and put like 3 points. And I usually use a big level, a long level, to give me a good picture. And when I see that's okay, this row, it needs to be lifted completely from this side up. That's why when I start using some shims. But these are dry already now, so we can take these shims out. And I'm gonna show you in the next, we're gonna put 2 rows. First row, we'll level it, then another row, level it, third row, level it, and just leave it to dry. Then we're gonna end up, I think we're gonna have 3 rows here, then it's gonna be the end, like just some finishing, which is gonna have a lot of cuts. And as you can see, we went with a straight edge here, and from this side, this one right in the mid, like half and half, sorry, half of it with the wall, half of it with the rocks. So this one, in this situation, this one has to go with the lower level, which is the wall. Let's say if the wall, if the rocks is gonna go around it, in this situation, you have to lift this up. And you can actually buy an extension to the box to lift everything up, to make it level with the wall, with the bricks, with the rocks. Sorry, stone. Anyways, but the final decision for the for our friend, which is, that's his house, they're gonna go with this right here. So if your stone and it's gonna share with the wall, with the outlet, or I don't know, what is that, switch. So in this situation, you have to go with the lower level, which is the wall in this situation. I would say it's very safe now to take this off, but I'm not, because I'm not worried about it. I'm not finishing this today. And we'll show you, like in fast forward recording, what we're gonna be doing. Alright guys, when I'm doing the marks, sorry, excuse, I have to switch my hand. But when I'm doing the marks, we're gonna go up to this line on the wall. I'm doing the mark with the line, but when you start cutting, you have to count for the thickness of the blade. So for example, now I'm doing it this way, but this way, it's not actually the line itself, is outside the line. So you have to remember that's this side, which is, I usually give it an X or a star. On the top, I usually do it just a line. So I remember I have to count for the thickness of the blade outside. So let's go see what's the blade look like. Okay. All right guys, that's a wet saw. How it works, you know, most of them actually work the same way. You put the water here, and when the blade spins, it grabs the water, so it cools it. And if you can see here, the blade itself has about 1/8 of an inch thickness. you have to count for that when you're cutting, because that's 1/8 of an inch. It can make the whole wall shift. Anyways, I'm not promoting any brand names. All of them very good, as long as you get good diamond blade. To be honest, I don't even know what's the brand for this. But that's my second job with stones and still going, so I think it's good. So what I was talking about, that's the top edge I marked with the line. To count for the line for the wall, I'm gonna put the blade somewhere around here, so it won't scratch any from this side, because this one is right on the wall. On the other end, this one, it was outside the wall, so I want to cut still somewhere around here, but I will make it a little bit shy, like from here. I rather to have more and shave it better than have less, so I have to cut, cut another stone. So let's try. See, my blade is right here and my line, because that's the piece I need. That's the piece I don't need, at least for this part. I'm gonna use it somewhere else, but so my line is on this side of the blade, counting for the blade thickness. And here I'm gonna try to twist it. What I'm trying to say is not 100% 90-degree angle, because your stone is not perfect, your wall is not perfect, so everything has to fit, so you make it fit. All right, so let's get started. I'm just gonna put the camera away because it's gonna splash a lot of water. Got in from here, next to the line, from that side, counting for the blade thickness. And coming out of here, I want that line to be exactly to the edge of the blade. See? If I have extra this side, that's fine, I can shave it. If I have less on this side, that means I have to cut another piece, because it's not gonna line up with the wall. All right, so now I cut the piece, but when I was cutting it, the manufacturer glue is separated. It's not a big deal. You just hold it where it's supposed to be to look exactly like it should be, and that's it. You just put some glue here and there, that's it. It's not a big deal. That piece is not ruined, it's still functional. All right, now we're about 5 days out. Everything is dried. I'm gonna take this piece of wood out. So, like I explained before, that's how much we're gonna be covering from the fireplace. And all the way up, that's the old fireproof silicone. And that's actually, I use that as my line, but then I'm gonna add a bead here, a very small bead. But I'm not gonna use the black one, I'm gonna use the clear one, so it doesn't mess up that view, that very good clear view of cut of the stone. So now we're gonna put a piece here, and the other side as well. Then we're gonna have a gap. We're just gonna fill it with some small pieces. Probably gonna be like, let's see. The stone is 6 inches up, 6 inches thick. So we're gonna have a bead of a little bit more than ½ inch, right? Yeah. Is that ½ inch? Oh, that's 1 inch. That's gonna be a lot of cutting. Not a lot, but not more than the top. In the top, we're about 4.5, 4 3/4.
4 3/4, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna shave a lot for the top. But yeah, so far I like how it looks. And by the way, this wall is gonna be painted yeah, kind of navy blue, yeah. I think so. And this wall's already painted. If the whole thing, it was this color.
Green.
Kind of greenish. Yeah, but the new paint is kind of grayish, light gray. They were thinking about off-white, but they went up with this color. I love it, actually. I love it. But this wall is gonna be navy blue, and they decided if they like it, we're gonna repaint it something different. So hang on with us. So let's see. All right, guys, that's so far what we got to. We finished this part. We ended up with that space. These, they're not dry yet, so I'm gonna wait for this to dry, because this is just a small piece, so it's not gonna do anything. I want that to dry first, and like I told you, after I level it, we'll put some shims. This here, I put a small piece. The other side is the same way. I need another piece here. Here, it's a very easy part, and I believe I have another piece here and another piece there, that's very small pieces. I don't care about that. And that last row is gonna need a lot of this cutting, and just because I want to get it to be exact with the ceiling. So I'm gonna let everything dry, and as you see, we have a lot of shims here because to level it, and because you see that line, after we finish everything and everything dry, for example, if I see like a piece I don't like, you know, with the grinder you can take it out, or a Dremel tool. I know there's a missing piece here, but I have it ready here. I have it in the bottom here, which is, it still need to be cut, but I have it ready. I might put a piece here just to cover that big gap here. So I want it to look perfect. When I was hammering on this piece, I dropped that piece of stone. I'm gonna put it back. You know, you can use like something like that. You can use like crazy glue, the gel or the liquid, it doesn't matter. Stone like that, it sticks really fast, really quick, and really strong with the crazy glue. I'm not talking about actually putting the stones on the wall, but like small pieces like this. And we will be back in a couple days to make sure that everything's dry so we can finish up. All right, guys, that's the final product. We installed that shelf. Yeah, I know it's a little bit leaning this way, so we can actually adjust it up a little. And when we measured that outlet, we measured for the old face, and the old face actually was bigger, so we actually have to fill this with a piece of stone, but that's an easy fix. So that's the final product. I love it, and I believe the homeowners actually loved it. They even love that shelf leaning, but anyways, I will fix it. One day I will. If you like the video and you found it helpful, please share it, like it, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.